morning, guys. A little late this morning again, but it is a snow day here. I don't know what it's like by you, but the snow is just starting. It didn't snow all overnight, but it looks like it's supposed to snow all day. So I'm excited because my boys are home. My stepson's already on spring break, so it doesn't affect us. And my husband is a principal, but he's a 12-month employee, so he doesn't get summer vacation anyway. So it is what it is. But I'm here. We're a little late, but we're conquering our time today. If you're new and you're just joining, I'm going to start with a little logistics and jump right on in to day 3. So if you are like, oh, it's day 3, I'd love to see day 1 and 2, go over to the link over there, apurposedrivenmom.com/conquer-challenge, and what that will do is it will send you today's email when I send it out after the video, and it will send you links to get days 1 and 2 so you can catch up. Don't worry about signing on late. What we're doing is we're finding routines and systems to help de-stress your life, de-stress your mind, feel more in control of your time, and just find time to get more things done. We've already conquered our morning and our evening routines, which I think are the most important because they set your day up for success. They end your day in success. They give you the best intention, and you can learn how to do that in the emails. The emails will give you a little workbook. They give you some bonus links and things that I'm not sharing anywhere else. You also are going to want to make sure you join our Facebook group. That link is also up there. Anyone who enters in every assignment this week, and the assignments are short, guys. They take like 5 minutes. As long as you enter the assignments for all 5 days, you can win a ticket to the Virtual Mom Summit that I'm hosting in less than 2 weeks now. So I also put the link there so you can get your ticket so you don't miss out. If you missed Monday and Tuesday's assignment, you can always enter them late as long as everything is entered Friday. By midnight, we are good to go. But today, we are going to dive in. Oh, and don't forget, if you join the group, I go live around lunchtime, nap time, maybe like 1:30, and I talk more about the assignment and I answer questions live. I see people getting on my Facebook isn't showing me comments, so just drop me a hi and a good morning. We'll do a little coffee. Good morning. Cheers. You on a snow day? What's it like by you? Like I said, we didn't have anything start yet, but this is supposed to snow all day, so we will hopefully be stuck inside. And if you have a moment today, we're having some tough decisions we have to make about our puppy today. So if you want to send us a prayer, we are feeling it. But okay, ready? We are going to talk about my least favorite topic in the world, but we have to talk about it anyway. Cleaning. How do you feel about cleaning? Hit me a like or a sad face. If I was you, I would hit a sad face. I don't like to clean. I don't like to clean, but I have to do it. You have to keep your house clean, right? You have to keep it sanitary. And the other thing about cleaning is, I'm going to say this a few times, outer order leads to inner calm. So for me, when my house looks a mess, I feel a mess. I feel unorganized. I feel stressed. I feel like, what is going on? And then I go into avoidance mode. So when I have too many things to do, I can go into avoidance mode and I don't do any of them. And that's what happens when I don't do my evening routine, when my cleaning isn't together. And so I was really stressing out about cleaning. I was like, oh, I need to take care of my home. It's like part of my job as a homemaker. And yes, my husband cleans too, but like I do the bulk of it. But I don't like doing it. Honestly, I never learned how to clean properly. I don't remember my mom ever cleaning. Like my house wasn't a mess, but I have no memories of my mom like cleaning or teaching me cleaning. I was never required to make my bed, like those types of things. And I think about that for my children and how I want them to have good habits formed so when they have their own home, they can take care of it. And so I decided I had to come up with a system because if you know me, you know that systems rule the roost here. And if I don't have a system for it, if I can't give myself a little star or a sticky note or checkbox and reward myself for doing something, I don't create the habit. And remember, I always suggest you do that for the first 3 weeks to a month. You use the charts that I'm providing. So I have charts that go out in the emails only. So you have to make sure you're on the email list. So again, sign up. And I'll put the link to sign up right here in the comments. And if you're like, I don't know where you're pointing me to, because that's where the charts go. But I firmly recommend using systems like that give you charts because it's affirming. You deserve a little like, woohoo, I did good. But it also allows you to just track if you're doing it or not. So here's a cleaning system that works for me. I'm going to toss you some tips. Take it or leave it. There are a million people better at cleaning than me, but I'm really good at systems. So this is what I have found to work for me. What I do is I pick one room of the house, and I'm going to talk a general cleaning system, and then I'm going to close out with some small tips that can have you some quick wins. But my general cleaning system, I pick one room of the house to clean every single day. I pick a time of the day that I'm going to clean. For me, my cleaning happens in the morning when Isaiah takes his first nap, which is going to change because his nap schedule always changes. Isaiah goes down for about a 90-minute nap every morning. Yay! And what I do during that time is I plan out what I'm going to do, because if you don't plan it out, not going to happen. So that's when Ari does her activities, some tot school. I'm homeschooling some preschool right now a little bit. We're just dabbling in some learning. We do a craft or something every day. That is when I get whatever room I'm cleaned. It is also when I get a little work done. It's 90 minutes, so we actually do have a decent amount of time to do things, and that's when we just play a little. So during that time, I always have Ari come and help me with things. So the first thing I do during my cleaning block is we go upstairs together, because I was leaving her downstairs, but leaving a toddler downstairs for like a minute is scary. So she just comes upstairs with me, especially one who like is in underwear and might pee on my couch for the 12th time today. So no, just kidding. We've gone like 2 days, no accidents. So exciting. And she only has an accident when she like cries. So she's like having a tantrum. So she just probably can't control both. But anywho's, she comes upstairs with me, and that's actually when I get dressed. So maybe your morning routine that we talked about already incorporates getting dressed. Mine doesn't. I stay like this until about 9 o'clock. So, and I get up around 5:30. So I just kind of like stay in my jams, and I'm pretty comfy. Well, then we go upstairs. We put Isaiah down. His room is across from ours, so we go into our bedroom. And this is when I get dressed. So Ari just kind of like plays in our room. We have like a little box with books in it. So she just kind of like tears my room up, basically. Not in like a terrible way. She likes to put on daddy's shoes, like those sorts of things. And then we make the bed together. Making the bed is not a habit that I've ever had in my life. I struggle to remember to do it. But I realized like I need to teach my kids that you have to make your bed in the morning. And now that Ari has blankets on her bed, we're trying to work on that with her too. So she helps, and she likes to parachute the blankets. And so we make the bed together, because I really want to teach her. And as parents, like we have to model how you clean. If you model that your bed is never made, your kids aren't going to make your bed. If you model that you walk by a piece of paper like on the floor, I've talked about this in my Instagram story so many times, right? Your kids are just not going to ignore it. If you model leaving the dishes in the sink, they're going to do the same. Like you have to show them. And so she helps me make the bed, and that part of the cleaning is done. And then we move to whatever is my room of the day. So based on how my schedule is, which is normally the same every day, but I know there's a couple times we have play dates. There's a couple days we may have an appointment or something like that's regular. Tuesdays, my mother-in-law comes over and I leave the house to work. So I know like Tuesdays, I just don't want to spend that much time doing a lot of cleaning. So I organize the rooms, and you can get the chart in the email, and you can see my sample. But I organize by the rooms that I'm going to do that day. Excuse me. So maybe it's a day where we don't have a lot of time, so I pick to do the playroom or something, because I clean that up as part of my evening routine. I straighten it up. So say that's the room we do. We just go into that room. I get whatever Ari's doing for her school stuff. It might, if it's like the playroom, I don't want her to do paint or anything messy, so I might just have her do like a coloring part of her book, or we might go through some letters, stuff she can do independently, and I will dust and vacuum that room. It does not take me long to clean, because I don't do it very thoroughly. Like, let's be real. I have a quarterly system where I like really actually clean, but my weekly stuff is, honestly, I'm in a season of like survival. I know it needs to be cleaned, right? And so you might be in a season where you're like, well, I could totally clean every day, and or you're in a season where you like really like to clean. That's on you, boo. Like, that's not on me. Like, I don't do that. But I also am fortunate because my husband does not care. So my husband does not care if the house is a mess. I'm sure he cares, but it's not like a non-negotiable for him. Like, he would much prefer like dinner's ready when he gets home. So ask your spouse. I read this, maybe I don't remember where I heard this, but ask your spouse which they prefer. You know what? I think it was one of our speakers from the summit, Jamie Balmain from Young Wife's Guide. I feel like it was in one of her courses. And she said to us, like, ask them, do they want a home-cooked meal, or do they want the house clean? Like, which is more important? Because when you're in a season of small people, sometimes it's only one of them happening, right? Like, they're both not going to happen. And so I do try to pick up before he comes home, but if I don't, I know that like he would prefer dinners already. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'll just work on dinner and the mess can wait. So just know that, like ask your spouse which they prefer. And if you're working all day, and you come home, like you have to come up with a different system. But I really recommend doing something that lets you clean a little bit every single day. Again, this system works for me because I don't want to spend all day on a Saturday or Sunday cleaning. I just don't. And so I do like a 10-minute clean. And like, it's literally like, our house isn't huge. It's literally like dust, pick everything off the floor, vacuum, done. Like that's all I'm doing. But it makes me feel better, right? So like the rooms that we live in the most, the kitchen and the dining room and the playroom, those are our 3 most used rooms. I make sure they get a little love during my 15-minute cleanup every single night, those 3 rooms. And then the other rooms, like we have an entranceway, like family room. It just needs to be swept. Do you know what I mean? So I do that one. The bedrooms are actually pretty easy to do because at night, part of just like a system I have, when we go upstairs around 7:30 for bed, I feed Zay and Ari kind of like plays in her room, but she cleans up at the same time. And then I'll clean up anything that's like she's not cleaning up fast enough. So we kind of straighten up her room then. Dean cleans his own room. He's 11. He does his own laundry. He cleans his own room. That's part of his living here deal. And I try to get our bedroom as clean as possible. Our bedroom is probably the messiest bedroom actually, because it just like is a transactional room for us. We're just like in and out, so we don't spend a lot of time there. So pick the days that you're going to do your cleaning, and see if you can assign it. So if you're at work all day and you come home, I know the last thing you want to do is clean, but maybe incorporate it into your evening routine. Maybe if you're doing this 15-minute pickup, which I highly recommend, and I talk about in the day 2 video. So again, go to the email and I'll send you day 2's video as well if you missed it. Maybe your 15-minute pickup, you just decide on a day, and you're like, all right, instead of like, because otherwise, honestly, I clean the same areas for my 15-minute pickup. But say I really need to clean something. That could be the room I do. So say my room is, you know what I mean, this office is one of them. We work out in here, this floor like really needs like a good mop every week because it's just like we sweat all over it and stuff. We do school in here. Maybe during my 15-minute pickup, I just say, all right, I'm just going to do whatever the room is because I didn't get to my general cleaning for the day. And that's cool too. Okay. So the goal is like pick the room for the day and find the time in the day. Schedule it out. Okay. Decide it. And it will not be easy in the beginning and you'll have to make it a routine. Okay. So that's like the overarching general one I have. I'm going to share with you a couple little quick wins that I have that you can do right now. You can do today. So I have this general thing. I'm not going to go in depth on this, on like how to clean your rooms and the best way to clean your bathrooms, and because I don't clean whatever. Because again, not a cleaning expert. In the email, I linked to you some really great cleaning tips from some of my friends that know what they're doing. So there are in the email. But a couple of things I do every day, no matter what, is my laundry routine. I'm going to teach that one. And it saves you time. Saves time. I do a load of laundry every day, or potty training. So sometimes I do multiple. Like I literally think I did like 5 loads one day because we didn't have enough underwear because we went straight to underwear. Like it was like, I couldn't find something to wash. I was like, is there anything I could wash with this underwear? Like, so, every single morning, I start a little laundry and I have a system of whose laundry I start. So today is, our laundry. Tomorrow would be the kids' laundry, and then I just alternate. It goes our laundry, kids' laundry, our laundry, kids' laundry, whites. And that's 6 days. I used to add Dean's in there, but now we've taught him how to do laundry, so he does his own. And he does his on the weekends. So one of those days I'm not doing laundry, so he can have the washer. And again, there are days I do multiple loads of laundry. But here's what works for me. I have 2 bins in my laundry room, one for whites, one for kids' clothes, because I do wash those separately. Especially now we found out, I think I have to take him to the doctor. Zaya has eczema, which my older boys, my husband and the older boy, Dean, also have it. So we already only use like all free and clear. Like we don't use anything with detergents in it. But sometimes if I coupon and I get a free detergent that has scents in it, I like to separate our stuff so that I can wash like my clothes or the towel or something that not everyone's going to touch or whatever in those to not waste that. So I take the laundry and no. Okay, I also never really learned how to do laundry properly. So it literally took me to like 2 or 3 years ago to like actually separate out my whites. So no, I don't separate colors and towels and all that yet. And maybe you do. And I also don't have a big enough laundry room. If I had a bigger laundry room, I would have baskets for everything, but I don't. So I just have small little mini like laundry basket type things in there. There's squares. I can put a picture up in the Facebook group if you want to see it. And so I just grab whoever's laundry basket it is for the day. So basically, like, you know, I get up in the morning, I do my whole morning routine. Then when the kids get up, when we're all coming downstairs is when I bring, because our bedrooms are upstairs, I bring the laundry down while we're all going downstairs. During our breakfast time block, which I talk about in my mastermind, I talk about a lot on videos, while they're eating breakfast at the table, that's when I'm like straightening up a little bit. And that's when I start my laundry. So I go in, I take whoever's laundry it is, and I start it. I do this every day because I do not want to have all of my laundry piled up on a Sunday and I'm folding it. Like, if it gets to be more than one load, I'm like, like, I don't want to do it. So I do one a day. And it just really helps because one load of laundry is not hard to fold. 6 is out of pocket. Like, that's a mess, right? So I do whoever's laundry it is. Then around lunchtime, I remember that the laundry's in the washer, shove it in the dryer. And then my system is around 4 o'clock, Ariana wakes up from her nap. Isaiah's getting ready to go down. He takes a third nap currently around 4:45, 5 o'clock. So they're just kind of playing, and that's my time to straighten up for the day. That's when I will fold that load of laundry, and that's when I start getting dinner ready. So while they're playing, running around, Ari loves to help. She, like, you guys, if you have littles, like, they want to help so bad, and sometimes it's hard because you're like, oh my God, I can do this quicker. I can do this so much quicker. But let them help. They just want to help. Let them learn. Foster that excitement now, because then you're going to get to an 11-year-old who's like, I don't want to do my laundry, you know, which will probably happen anyway. But so, like, for example, yesterday, Isaiah went up for his nap like 4:45. Me and Ari went down here. We were waiting to dinner was like cooking or whatever it was doing. So then we sat at the table and she kept saying, help, I want to help, I want to help. So I would like toss her a towel or something that I could just easily refold. So she would and practice folding it. And we do fold the laundry then. So that's when the laundry gets folded. And then I just stick it kind of on the stairs to bring upstairs. And then at the end of the night, when we go up for bed, we bring the laundry upstairs. And then because I work out, after the kids go to bed, I shower at night. So while I'm drying off from my shower, if it's our laundry, I put it away. If it's the kids, I put it away while they're doing their bedtime routine, right? And it saves me that time, and then I rinse and repeat the next day. So it's a system I've developed that just works because I'm not going, oh my God, I'm overloaded with laundry. I'm not so overwhelmed I don't want to do it. I'm not like lost and forgetting I need things. It really helps because there's always just a load going. So if you have something you need for the next day, you can toss it in. Does it happen every day? Yesterday, me and Dean, we sat there and I was like, all right, Dean, I have 2 loads that have been sitting there for 3 days. His load has been in the dryer for 2. I was like, and I hadn't done the laundry for the day. I was like, we took on it. We're like, commit. We're going to put this laundry away today. And we did. But the point of this is that if you have routines and systems that are just like your framework, the days where it doesn't happen are the days where they just fall around. But the framework is what saves you time. So that is my laundry routine. And the last one I want to share is just a really great habit called just pick it up. So I got tired of literally watching people like walk past stuff that shouldn't be in a room. If you ever play the game with your family that I do, where it's like, let's see how long this can sit here. And everybody knows it doesn't belong here before somebody else puts it away. And normally I just put it away. Normally it's just me. So I get tired of it. So my rule is you don't leave a room empty-handed. So what that means is if I'm going into another room, and I think did I share this maybe with my 15-minute pickup, I bring something. So for example, I'm in the office right now. There actually isn't anything that has to go in another room, I think. I think all this stuff actually belongs in here. But say my coffee mug was empty, right? Instead of leaving it, I would bring it into the kitchen. And then when I leave the kitchen, those 3 rooms that I said, the kitchen, the dining room, the playroom, like we're always in those. And stuff just goes from one room to another to another. The kids' toys, like we have a set of toys in here for Ari to play with, like while we work out. We have the toys upstairs in the bedroom and toys in the playroom. So her kitchen is in here. If you can see it. Where is it? Her kitchen is in here. So her kitchen toys sometimes wind up in the other room. She likes to bring things from one room to another. So if I'm coming into the office, I could bring a toy. If I'm leaving, I could bring a toy that belongs there. So if every time I'm walking in a room, I just have something, even if it's a diaper to throw away or a paper towel or something to put in the sink, by the end of the day, the pickup is so much easier. So I'm going to challenge you to try that one today. Just every time you leave a room, just do a quick scan. There's something that needs to go in the room that I'm walking towards, right? If you're not going to that room, don't pick it up. But if like you happen to be, especially we have 2 levels, the bedrooms are upstairs. So I'm up and down those stairs all day long, like with the kids. So I'm going up to my bedroom or the kids' room in particular, because like I said, Ari's in this phase where every time she leaves the room, she takes something with her. And it's like, maybe bring this book, maybe bring these blocks. I'm like, no, maybe we leave everything where it belongs. But no. So I bring things where they have to go. And so that really saves me time during that 15-minute pickup. If you can't tell by now how connected this system is to the morning routine system, to the evening routine system, they all are connected. And guess what? Tomorrow, I'm going to give you the best system of all to connect it and make it all easier. And the goal is that you conquer your time. You tell it what to do. You have a system for it. You stop saying you don't have time to clean. You just have to make a good system. So the challenge today. Oh, I didn't know about the challenge today. Let me make sure I pull it up so I can read it right. So, okay. So the links I have in the email, actually all 3 of them come from presenters from the Virtual Mom Summit. Okay, so I have Surya from Busy Moms Club, Reiki from Outside the Box Mom, and Liz from Steadfast Family. They're all speakers, so you can check their stuff out too, but they have some really great stuff. And I want to just pull the worksheet up. So I'm going to upload the worksheet into our Facebook group. So make sure you join that one, facebook.com/group/findyourawesome. This week, I'm sorry, today's assignment is super quick and easy. It's a cleaning reflection worksheet. So I just want you to go through and rank those rooms in order from like most stress to least stress. Like the ones that you're always like, oh my God, I have to clean my bathroom. In the bathroom. And like, you know, when you're potty training, like I'm just sitting on the floor, like looking at it like, I really got to clean this, right? So which ones stress you out the most to least, and then come over to our group, comment them on this video in the group to get entered today. And in the email though, I also send you, or will send out, because I'm gonna do it after we get off, a copy of a blank cleaning chart if you want one. So again, there's some really good goodies in the email. So as soon as this video downloads though, I'm going to send the email. So within the next, by 9 o'clock, it'll be in your email. So you have till 9 a.m. to sign up. But if you miss it, head to the Facebook group and you can get today's stuff, but sign up anyway, because tomorrow you'll get all the first 3 days and tomorrow. So if you have any questions, just comment, tag a friend to join us. And if you want to get your tickets to the summit, you have about 10 days. So get them now because it's going to be awesome. All right, guys, have a good one.